When it comes to well-being and a traditional model of care, we have found that physical well-being is always focused heavily upon, and that would be, cleaning someone up in the bathroom or making sure that nutrition and hydration is prioritized, making sure that exercise is happening. It's that very physical, medical model of care that is really the norm within our industry. And we view people as individuals to be very complex and to be much more than just a physical organism. And so we've developed this well-being model that really speaks to the entire person. It really speaks to who that person has been their entire life, who that person is currently, and it can adapt and change as that person develops and continues to decline within their disease. And so we've developed this model. There are five components to well-being, we believe. And physical well being is one of those components. We know that physical well being is very important, and safety and security, it's something that we still prioritize. But again, we view it as being a piece of well being, not the end all be all. And those other components that we really implement in our residents' day to day lives would be intellectual well being, which would be to challenge the minds of our residents. And that seems like such a silly word for someone living with Alzheimer's, that we want to challenge them. I know a lot of dementia training, it rightfully will tell you want to ask questions that are simple. You want to give them yes or no answers. You want to really simplify your communication. But to challenge the brain of someone with memory loss would be to dig through their past and find things that they were passionate about, and to have discussion about them, and to really surprise them when how much they remember about that specific subject. If it's, that long-term memory, it's something that they've done for their entire lives. We have a math teacher, a retired math teacher, as one of our residents, and she can still do multiplication tables. And it's always so fun to see how surprised she is when she gets into those, 11s and 12s tables that I can't even remember. She really enjoys stimulating her mind in that way. It's those topics of interest. It's lifelong learning, and they might not be able to remember the information that you are discussing at lunchtime, but in the moment, that's what it's all about, right? It's about making that moment special and exciting, and it's reading about silly things, and it's finding again those topics of interest, but also learning new things, learning bizarre, odd things, and it's fun in that way. Another component of well-being that we teach about is purpose, and it's that feeling of accomplishment, that feeling of contribution. We care for a lot of individuals who ran households and had many children, and now they would be expected in a lot of clinical environments just to sit all day and participate in a few activities and watch the Andy Griffith show. That's not in their DNA. Their entire lives were busy and constantly accomplishing tasks and picking kids up from school and going to meetings, and they were busy people. We really try to implement the inclusion of our residents, helping with meals, helping with laundry, helping with household tasks, asking questions. We have a financial advisor in one of our homes who our caregivers are talking to him about 401ks and should I do a Roth or not. It gives them that sense of contribution, that sense of I'm helping someone, and it's something that can still happen for those individuals even far into their disease, to still feel that sense of purpose. To share a quick little story, I remember a resident who was moving into our environment from a nursing home, and her daughter was just in tears the night that she moved in because her mom, sitting at the dinner table, we practice family style dining. All of our residents will sit around the table with our caregivers and have conversation. And we try to have that, we try to replicate a family dinner. And this individual gets up, she takes her plate, she takes her silverware, puts her plate on her walker, walks into the kitchen and rolls up her sleeves and starts to do dishes. And that was something that, she would do at home. It's something that was so normal that she hadn't done in the years leading up to her time at English Rose, because she never was expected to. She never was invited to help with dishes. She never was invited to help prepare a meal. And that's something that was very important to her. Purpose is that feeling of dusting your hands off like you accomplished something, and that you're, again, contributing to whatever's happening.